Alright, hey, thought I'd try something a little bit different tonight. Kind of going for more of a nighttime feel, handheld with the light. Trying to keep the glare off my glasses so it's not ridiculous. Higher angles tend to help a little bit. Yeah, you can see a little more of the background set too. You don't get to see it normally all the time, especially with all this up there. I just redid some stuff today. Anyway, I literally just finished up the Boston Florida game, first game of round 2. So yeah, that was interesting. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect that from either team. If you told me that either one of those teams would have scored 3 goals on 3 consecutive shots, which I kind of missed. During that second period, I was starting to nod off a little tiny bit. I remember Boston's first goal, and I felt like I blinked, and I was like, when did they get 3? 2 more. I like 3 now, but it happened. So yeah. Good game. I think it would end up being a well. See, that's why I'm trying to avoid the glare issue, and also that TV. I put another ambient lighting on because I didn't know how strong this was going to be even on the lowest setting. So with no other light source at arm's length, again, trying to keep the glare off these things is a challenge in itself. But yeah, so the game just ended. I'm missing the post game right now, so I can get this done. Cause yeah, I'm going for like a nighttime feel here, and put on some classic pajamas, pants, and all that. The hat kind of matches it. It's not quite the same dark blue, but it works close enough. So, with that, so I was going for a different vibe with this one. I figured I would get the video done tonight, since this is recorded in HD or in 1080 off my phone / good camera. Even though it's front facing lens, it will still take forever to upload the HD version. So by the time I finish this video and start uploading it and sleep, it'll be ready in the morning. So I don't have to do a video tomorrow. I can just get it done tonight. Because I wasn't just going to talk about the games. I would have just waited till tomorrow to do that. Again, only one game to talk about, that that first game, Boston and Florida. First game of round 2. And what I expect is going to be a very interesting series. I suspect. The thing that they advertised during the game too is the what do they call it? Second chance bracket. In case I'm guessing. Well, I'm saying most people's. If I picked my brackets up based on thinking that we were probably gonna see some upsets this year. So far, it hasn't really happened per se. Maybe Dallas or Vegas, depending on who you ask, would have been considered upset. Sorry, but for those of you with motion sickness, I'm sure it's driving you guys nuts. But not really a good place to do this. Hey, look, you can see the motions on the thing. It would look better when I have the whole thing cleaned up and I can do a whole 360 spin around and won't care. Anywho, Swayman just was ridiculous. I didn't see the final shot totals yet. They always change a little bit anyway. But yeah, I know that at least last time I glanced at them in the third period, Florida was out shooting Boston pretty badly. But yeah, Boston was putting them in the net. So there you go. That's that. Man, this is the most annoying thing that. There we go. I can do this thing again. Just be like a librarian. Just stare down the eyes at you. You look kind of weird. Anyway, we're not going to be doing this that much longer. Because my arm can only do so much. But yeah, it was a fun series. Good game tonight. Enjoyed it. Oh, right. Back to the bracket, second chance bracket thing, which I did enter into because, again, you saw my video, the last one I did, where I kind of had to redo my bracket, especially the Eastern bracket, because I was wrong in every pick. So I didn't redo it. I was just like, okay, well, now these are the teams. Let me guess based on that and number of games and stuff like that. So, going from memory, because I didn't. It's on the site. I used the numbers that I pulled earlier when I was kind of redoing that bracket. For like number of games in the series and stuff, I just reused the same numbers that I thought earlier. But on the second chance bracket, I still have in the West, Colorado, Edmonton in the conference finals. I think that I forget what I said the series would be. I think I said that no, that's East. Because there are 2 games tomorrow, or Dallas, Colorado kicks off tomorrow. That one might go 7. I think I did predict it would go, or 6 or 7. I forget what I said. Or maybe that was the one I said would go 5. And the Edmonton and this is the problem. I can't do videos late at night when I'm tired, especially without anything. Like, this is why Doc has the whiteboards for his own notes, and I didn't take any because I also thought I would be in a lot lower lighting than this. Otherwise, I would have some notes handy, so I wouldn't be forgetting crap, important stuff. Like what I read in my bracket redo or second challenge thing, because I had the East one was the one I had to really redo because everything was off on that one. But yeah, I think I had it with I think I had New York over Carolina in 6, and then Boston over Florida in 7. I think. Just again, I don't necessarily make those picks based on like logic or numbers or stats or any kind of like system. It's just a gut instinct thing. Mostly it's like the gut instinct of like what would be a really fun narrative to see here potentially. It's like Boston potentially playing what could be a bunch of game 7s in the playoffs this year, based on the brackets and stuff. We'll see. Yeah, I wish I had better reference, but going from memory. Anyway, yeah, tomorrow's games. I actually looked at the schedule kind of come up for the whole week. It seems like we're getting 2 games a day, an early game and a late game, if you want to look at it that way. You know, early is like 7 Eastern start, which I guess for those of you on the West Coast, it's 4 o'clock, so it is early compared to the other game. Should be like 7 for me. Anyway, time zones. Yeah, we have game 2 between the Rangers and the Hurricanes, after the Rangers won game 1. And then the first game between Dallas and Colorado, which should be a very interesting series as well. And then right back into the swing of things, down to the last 8 here. I like to look at the final 4 for each bracket because we're technically in the conference semifinals now, even though I'll say round 2 for short, but it is what it is. So whoop-de-doo. Anyway, the main reason, actually, I think I can just do this without really having to pause. Actually, you know what? I am gonna pause. And we're back. Okay, just wanted to set the camera down. Hopefully, still be close enough where it picks up the audio, because for some reason the mic range on it makes sense that and it's only one microphone, but I know it can turn up and down the gain and whatnot, so you can get your ambient range varies a little bit. It makes sense to me on the front-facing camera. It wouldn't range all that far because it's meant for holding it right in front of your face, talking, whatever. that stuff. So I understand the sensitivity is probably turned down quite a bit. That's why the one thing I shot with this before wasn't happy with the sound quality. On that same note, there's a reason you haven't seen the microphone. I was messing with it more today. And, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I mean, the sound quality's better. It's not nearly as compressed and crunchy as the laptop is. But the laptop mic really has, sorry, I'm not an audio guy, is high gain, maybe? It picks up a lot. It's really sensitive. Actually, I've watched it. I did watch it a test earlier when I was for another meeting I had today, where I was using it. I was running a little test beforehand where it showed the audio levels, and just regular voice, me talking, hitting certain things would make it peak off the laptop. So I don't know. It's, you know, this is an ongoing, evolving process with things. So, you know, that's why I'm doing it. It's fun. Anyway, I put the camera down because I need 2 hands. Because I have another unboxing. Because I told you I ordered 3 books. I got the Lindstrom book, which I showed out the other day. I have not read it yet. Look at it. Of the 3 books, there was an order I planned to read them in. I'm reconsidering that order now, just based on timings of a couple of things. So, we'll see. Anyway, I know exactly what this one is. I have it hidden back here the whole time. I didn't even know. If you remove the hat, there's a present inside. Huh. Hey, look, it's even red and green, Christmas colors. That worked out better than I didn't even plan that joke. So, anyway. Ta-da! Book. Not exactly what book it is, too. Which I think is the best deal I got in any of the books I ordered. Because that's a hardcover. So, I believe it's a used book, too. But we'll examine together and find out for sure what's going to happen here. This is one of the 2 hockey books I've known about for years because they're that well known. I'd say it's this and the Russian 5 book, which I haven't ordered yet, but it's on somewhere on my list. I'll get to it. And that, of course, is Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe. Wow, that is really, really bad glare. There we go. Now it's readable. The light was really kicking back on that one pretty hard. So, yep. Gotta love that autofocus or auto adjustment features. I say that semi-sarcastically as a filmmaker. But, yep, there you go. Gordie Howe's biography. Yeah. Foreword by Bobby Orr. Yep. I'm not going to read. I could sit here and read the whole back quote, which is all from Gretzky. Because, I mean, if you don't know, I mean, I don't know if it's maybe not as widely known as I would think it is. But if you don't know, fun fact, the reason Gretzky wore 99 is because of Gordie Howe. If I remember the story correctly, one of his first, serious junior teams Gretzky went to go play for, he wanted to wear number 9 in honor of course, Gordie Howe, which was his idol growing up. And it was already taken on the team, so he's like, well, Cap, just wear 2 9s then, and 99 was born, and the rest is sort of history. So, but anyway, yeah, I believe if this is... Oh, and I just, inside the dust jacket, there's a little 9 embossed on the cover. That's it's a nice touch. Back. But anyway, I remember, I could have swore it was this book, I think. I know I definitely got, I think the only one I got that was brand new was that Lindstrom book. Let me see here, because I remember the description on one of them said that there was some writing in some of the early front page. That's what I'm looking for, just to confirm anything there. Huh. Oops. Oh. And I can't see what I'm doing at that range. I should probably tilt the camera down, but you know, you live, you learn. I don't see anything in here at all. Check the back. Yeah. Oh, is there a stats page here in the back? Yeah, nice. And in the back appendix, there's career stats and records and all that junk. Oh, including all his WHA stats, which is a nice touch, because normal people skip over that whole section. So, yeah, because if you, yeah, his WHA stats are actually, all things considered, pretty impressive still. Oh, it actually has all WHA totals in here too, and the combined regular playoff totals, which always bugs me. Generally, people could do stats. This goes to all sports, but hockey especially, where it's like, okay, well, here's their regular season stats, here's their playoff stats. I mean, you do like a whole. No one ever combines them at the end. Like, what were their total points in the playoffs? So it's got, at least it has totals in here for regular and playoff totals. So that's nice. So yeah. Yep, regular and playoff totals combined 2,589 points in playoffs and regular season. I don't know if that's counting WHA numbers or not, because it's technically in the chart here. You'll see it goes from all the Detroit and then to Houston, all the numbers and the totals down here. So anyway, that was a cool little thing that's in there. But oh, and then yep, all the awards, of course. There's just stuff in the back. So, well, I would say if it, I mean, the only real sign of any kind of like use of the book really is if I can get camera focus that little kind of like indent here on the dust jacket. That's really about it. Everything else, like all the pages are like entirely pristine. Oh, hey, I found photos. That was random. Yay, photo section. Woo! Other stuff. But yeah, like none of the pages are really scuffed or anything like that. It's really good condition. Real test though, I can tell if it's a new book or not. So I can tell I'm a dork too. Huh, yeah. Smells like paper. But not new book paper. Not new book smell. Just paper. So yeah, I think this was the one I paid hardcover too. That's the one I paid. I think about $4 for, because it's used. Apparently, allegedly. Oh yeah, look at that. Prices are on the side there. Yep, $3.99. Great deal. Because again, next to the Russian 5 book, this is the other one I heard and knew about, was Gordie Howe's biography. So, yep. So I now have 2 books. Well, again, I got a 3rd one coming. Not sure when on the date on that one yet. I have to look into it. Because my Gordie Howe book, Lindstrom book, and the 3rd one I have coming, all different sellers, different places. Because I was just getting the best deals I could on these things. So, I think the other book I paid about $5 for, again, used. So, yeah. I mean, if you saw what I have so far based on those players, you can maybe take an educated guess who that 3rd book is a biography on. So, anyway, I'll leave it at that. Just wanted to, again, do something a little different. A little lower lighting and, well, kind of lower lighting. Mostly just messing with this on its lowest setting, kind of. I has a little nicer little remote, so I can do fun things with it, like change the lighting temperature. There's warm, It's funny because I changed the actual light temperature, and you can watch the camera adjust in real time. Like when I change it to cool, watch it change it it'll turn the white to blue, and then it will color, and then it will auto correct the white balance. It's really funny to watch. Look at this. Oh wait, that's the warm. I already had it on the cool. That's right. Yeah, I did this earlier. You can see it start to adjust anyway, slowly here. Especially if I get the glare off. Yep, now it's adjusting a little bit. Still, obviously, got that warm kind of yellow tone to it. But yeah. Okay, here's the blue. Now if you watch, there it goes. Yeah. It's like I got temporary hypothermia, and then it just drained off my face. Anyway, enough screwing around with this stuff. I forgot I already had it on this setting because it actually balanced the color out better once it adjusted. So there you go. There's that. I have to try and stay close to the thing so that way it picks up the voice because it's not a good it's fine. I'm tired. And yeah, I had a meeting late this morning, and then I had time to like relax, which is I get to go and play. I had to finish up my playoff games in NHL 24, and then do a couple other like kind of just chore tasks in the game. I have to the point where I'm like, I gotta stop and start working on today's video. That way, I'm not running too close to my other appointment I had later that evening, which ended up getting pushed back by an hour, but I didn't know that until about a half hour after it was scheduled, so I kind of just had a good chunk of time sitting around today waiting, which kind of sucked. So, I got a couple minor things done in terms of just doing a couple changes to the temporary setback here. It will continue to evolve and change. I swap something here usually almost every day. If you actually watch, once I put a playlist together, it's all chronological and whatnot. Like you just look at them all. Just start them. Look at the first 5 seconds. That next one, see if you can spot the differences in what changed and what got moved, where and when. Because I redo it almost every video. Just like I'm always trying to wear something different. That's actually not just a like fashion thing. That's also so when I go to pull the thumbnail of the clip, it's really easy to find. Well, not just sort by date, but I just visually scroll, bam, that one, because I know what outfit I was wearing that particular day. Not too hard to repeat it. It's not hard to repeat. I've got so many things. Like even this old school pair of pajamas. I know it was very 70s, hence the very deep V-neck cut in the chest hair. Chest hair, not courtesy of the 70s, just my genetics. Yeah, I believe this is my grandfather's old pair of silk pajamas. I definitely never bought these. I did buy a pair once that was black, but not navy blue with the white trim and stuff. So, hey, it's so they're a little maybe short, but I figured for again nighttime video kind of thing. This felt appropriate, and again, the hat is the closest I could get to kind of matching it. I needed like an old school nightcap would have been cool, but hey. At this point now, I'm just rambling, so I'll stop and wrap up because I guess we're done. Like I said, this is gonna take forever. At least the laptop only records 720, so it only uploads in standard def. So those go fairly quickly. This, not so much. And out of curiosity, too, I want to see. I actually changed the aspect ratio for this video. So I'm shooting, like, very ultra widescreen. So I want to see, when this is done, upload to YouTube. I want to see how thick those black matte bars are at the top and bottom. Because then I can roughly guess the aspect ratio this is without even measuring it. Because I was talking to someone else today. We're kind of talking about the phone and the camera and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I could change the aspect ratio to shoot 4:3 or 16:9, or I can even go, because even 16:9 typically kind of cuts off the sides. If you look at even some of the thumbnails I've shot custom for YouTube, sometimes maybe not on YouTube, but I know some of those same images I've just done it 16 by 9. I'm the full phone length. My phone's very, very wide. Like, it's more than a 16 by 9 ratio. I'm actually not sure what it is, but I could either measure myself or just find out. But this I'll know by just uploading the video, and just by eyeballing the size of the map bars that are up there and down there, I'll know roughly what aspect ratio this is. Just out of curiosity, I'm like, oh, it's a feature that I can shoot like a wider aspect ratio than standard 16 by 9, which is kind of cool for a film guy. So yeah, some non-hockey related rambling. I'll stop now because these always go on for like 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes longer than I ever expect them to. But just not good at finding ending points, I guess. Yeah, of course now I'm not tired. I'm doing this and everything else. Not enough during the second period. Like the most exciting part of the game, and fine for the rest of it. And then fine for this. But, yep. Nice thing about this though is because by the time this gets uploaded and is done, I actually like send it out on the social medias and other promotions. It'll be tomorrow. So it saves me the time, or saves me actually a decent chunk of time tomorrow. Because at least until I get the office rearranged, my normal like setup for watching TV or playing a game or whatever is like there's a, to say long story short, there's quite a bit of setup and breakdown work in between doing videos, for example. You know, even not so much today. Like I said, I intentionally did this as a different thing. That just want A to be different, test some things out. There's something similar probably in the future. You'll see. Again, just to keep change things up a little bit, get some variety. The glare is really killing me, but as a film guy, I've kind of had to deal with it for a long time. You tend to get glare from anything, any light source. Usually, it's always like if you're filming from a webcam, it's the PC monitor, the laptop monitor that is catching the glare. But it's not as bad. The ring lights are bad just because you line it up right and you get some that going on, so it just looks just wacky. So the reason I keep moving my head is I'm just trying to find like a good angle where it's not like I'm not talking to the camera directly there, but I've ranted on for another 10 minutes now about nothing. Nothing at all. This is what happens. That's why I don't record videos at night. I'm tired. Especially I didn't sleep the night before, because again, that happens sometimes too. I have early plans, and it gets late enough at night. I don't bother at a certain point with sorry, I see things doing a thing. I don't bother. Sorry, I'm gonna restart that sentence because the TV over there distracted me. Now, a lot of times I have to be up a certain time in the morning for an appointment or something like that, and the night before it gets to be a certain time of night, and I'll kind of use the little alarm feature, clock feature on my phone, set it for the time, because when you set it, and it will constantly give you a notice of like, you've got 5 hours and 32 minutes until your alarm goes off. So it's sort of a decent way to keep track of that kind of thing. And I was in that spot today where it's like, well, it's already too late. I don't want to miss the appointment in the morning. My alarm usually wakes me up, but you never know if it's not going to. If I'm in a deep sleep, which I've been sleeping better lately, so just different change of medications, I think, is helping with that. So hey, woo. But anyway, I want to stop this in the next probably 20 seconds so we can get it under a half hour. I can't believe this went this long. Half is not even really about hockey, or anything for that matter. It's like Seinfeld of videos. It's just about nothing. Alright, it's done.